Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. Students, we have solved up to problem number 6 in the previous class, that is problem of Raghavendra Education Trust, Ballari, right? Now let us move on to the next problem, problem number 7, page number 10 of your question bank, page number 10, problem number 7. Let me read the problem, then we will analyze and let us solve the problem. Okay. Following are the balance sheet and receipts and payments account of Hassan Sports Club, Hassan. Balance sheet, opening balance sheet is given on 31st March 2017. That means year starts from 1st April 2017 and ends on 31st March 2018. 1st April 2017 and ends on 31st March 2018. So, year of 12 months, right? Let us see the balance sheet, opening balance sheet. Capital fund is given, which is required for us to write the opening balance of capital fund in the balance sheet on the liabilities side, correct? This is the opening balance. Subscription for 17-18. 17-18 means current year, right? It is there in the opening balance sheet means what? Subscription of current year, that is 17-18, was received during previous year, 16-17. As it is there in the opening balance sheet, on the liabilities side, that is subscription for 17-18, that means received in advance during last year, which belongs to current year. When they have received the subscription during last year as advance, that means it is the advance subscription received for the current year, of the current year was received during last year itself, but it belongs to current year. So, we are concerned about current year, so you have to add it. You have to add it and you have to see how much subscription is received for current year. That is, see here bifurcation is made 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19. If you refer receipts of payments account on the debit side to subscriptions, right? So 17, 18 is given 17,600. So you have to add this to the current year subscription. Then outstanding office expenses. Outstanding expenses of last year pending, whether it is paid during current year, refer payment side, credit side of payments account, office expenses 16-17 is given 4,000 rupees. How much was pending? 4,000, that is received. It is not included in current year's amount which is paid as office expense. So out of the office expenses belonging to 17-18 given in the receipts of payments account on the payment side, this is not inclusive. It is shown separately. So we need not have to deduct it, because last year subscription received is last year that is office expenses paid is separately given in the receipts of payments account on the payment side, correct? So we have no headache. We need not deduct it from current year's, that is office expenses paid. Okay? Then bank loan liability balance sheet, buildings asset side balance sheet, outstanding subscription. See, subscription of last year outstanding. So subscription of last year outstanding, how much it was? 1,600. Refer subscription 2016-17, 1,600 is received, which is not included in current year's figure. If bifurcation was not there, then we should we should deduct that subscription from the current year subscription, assuming that it is included in this last year subscription outstanding included in current year subscription. But it is not like that. In this problem, it is separately given. Current year subscription amount given is not inclusive of last year's outstanding subscription. Correct? So we need not deduct it. Then outstanding rent 400. Rent outstanding, last year's rent outstanding. That means last year's outstanding rent, which was supposed to be included in current years, that is whether rent is separately given, no, that means it is inclusive. This amount which is outstanding rent, outstanding at the end of last year or at the beginning of the current year, outstanding rent means it belongs to last year. So it is on the asset side. Here it is receipt, that means income. Rent is an income here, not expense, remember. So any outstanding rent of last year should be deducted from current year's rent received, because separate bifurcation is not given as last year, current year, next year, nothing is given. That means the rent received of rupees 4,000 on the receipt side of receipts and payments account is inclusive of the outstanding rent of last year we have received during current year. So deduct this. Correct? Then what else is there? Furniture, asset, cash in hand, opening balance sheet is not required for us, isn't it? Not required, because we need not prepare balance sheet. Balance sheet is already given, opening balance sheet. Then subscriptions. Refer receipt and payments account receipt side. Subscriptions 16,17,600. It was outstanding and it is received, isn't it? So no headache for us. Simply neglect it. 17,600. I told you what are the adjustments to be done. Then refer adjustment there. Subscriptions outstanding rupees 1,000 belonging to current year. Current year subscription pending to be received. So add it to the current year's figure. Add it. Then entrance fees. Any instruction? Yes. Entrance fees are to be capitalized. So no need to enter this in the receipts, that's income and expenditure account. So straight away add it to the capital fund in the balance sheet, because they told entrance fees are to be capitalized. Entire entrance fee should be capitalized. If this instruction is not there, what you would have done? You would have included it in the income and expenditure account on the income side as entrance fees. Correct? Yes. Then rent, I told you it is income. Income from drama, income. Sale of newspaper, routine in nature, isn't it? Recurring in nature. So it is again income. Office expenses, current year and last year and current year's given. Last year's outstanding was received, so no headache for us. Current year's given expenditure. Subscriptions to newspapers and journals, no doubt, is an expenditure. Refreshment expenses, expenditure. Investments is an asset. Bank loan on the payment side. That means what? What is the meaning of that? Bank loan repaid. When it is shown on the payment side, that means bank loan which was there at the beginning of the year, some amount is repaid. Bank loan is repaid to the extent of rupees, how much? 8,000. Correct? So in the balance sheet, bank loan on the liability side, inner column, less repaid 8,000. Net amount you should enter in the outer column. That is what you have to do. Then salary, no doubt, recurring in nature, is an expenditure. That's all. Closing balance, that is called closing balance of cash, should be entered in the balance sheet as the first item. That is what it is given, cash in hand. It is cash in hand, right? Yes. Subscription outstanding, salary outstanding, I already told you. Salary outstanding is current year's, should be added to salary. salary inner column, add outstanding of the current year, net amount in the outer column. Then salary outstanding should be shown as a liability, because expenses outstanding should be shown as a liability on the, that is liability side of the balance sheet, current balance sheet. Subscription outstanding, it should be shown as an asset, because it is, subscription is an income. Current year subscription outstanding means income, receivable, asset. Interest payable, payable always is an expense, isn't it? We are supposed to pay the interest, so it should be shown as a liability in the, that is a closing balance sheet. Depreciation on buildings rupees 5,000, straight away amount is given, no need to calculate. So is an expense, non-cash expense, should be entered on the expenditure side, and also in the balance sheet, buildings inner column on the asset side, buildings inner column less depreciation, net amount in the outer column. Correct? Yes. Then entrance fees are to be capitalized, no doubt, should be added to capital fund. Then see here, that is subscriptions 1819 is given. What does that mean? 1819 on the receipt side. It is nothing but, friends, it is a subscription received in advance of the next year. Next year subscription received during current year. Correct? So it is again an asset or liability. Income received in advance of the next year is a liability of the concern. So should be entered on liability side of the balance sheet. That is the only thing you have to do. No need to deduct or add to the current year's figure. Remember, in the income and expenditure account, no need to take this figure. Okay? Yes. Now let us move on to the solution part. Start income and expenditure account. Draw the columns. Income and expenditure account, expenditure account for the year ending 31st March 31st 2018, correct? Yes. 2018. Draw the columns. Write debit credit. It is an account. Correct. Yes. Start. Column headings. Expenditure here, income on that side, expenditure, amount in rupees, income, amount in rupees, income, amount in rupees. You can provide for JF, also, because if you cultivate the habit from here itself, while writing the notes itself in board exam, you will automatically write. No need of reminding or drawing the column at the end, or sometimes maybe not drawing at all and losing 1 mark for that. Isn't it? Better is to cultivate the habit from here itself. Practice makes a man perfect. Correct? Yes. Now let us solve the problem. First you have to write the name of the concern. Hassan Sports Club. Did you write? Hassan Sports Club. Sports Club. Sports Club Hassan. So these are the things, common things you should write. Even if it is not told or not written, you must write in your notes. Be careful. Clear? Let us take up expenditure side first. Okay. Office expenses to office expenses. no change, as it is 6,000 current year figure. Then to subscriptions to newspapers and journals. Subscriptions to newspapers and journals. And journals. Newspapers and journals. How much? 2,000. To refreshment expenses. Refreshment expenses. Expenses. Refreshment expenses. How much? 4,000. 4,000. To salary. Inner column there is an adjustment, so 4,400. Inner column, add outstanding of current year, add outstanding of 17-18, right? Yes. 400, 4,800. Then there is depreciation, right? Depreciation on building. On building. Depreciation on building 5,000. 5,000. To outstanding interest. Outstanding interest. $2,400. That's all. No other expenses. Let us move on to the income side. First item is subscription. I told you at the beginning itself, without subscription, rarely you will get a problem. Isn't it? That is a major, that is a adjustment part. Subscription 17,600, inner column. Add received in advance 17-18 subscription received during 16-17. Received during 16-17, correct? How much? That is 1,000. 1,000. So 18,600. Add outstanding of 17-18. Outstanding of 17-18. How much? 1,000. 19,600. There are no other adjustments, so enter it in outer column. Outer column 19,600. Right? Yes. Then by rent, how much? 4,000 inner column less last year, isn't it? The problem, rent on the payment side, no, receipts, I am sorry, 4,000, right? 4,000. Then last year rent is included in this. So minus rent of 16-17 received during 17-18. Received during 17-18. Because at the beginning they told outstanding rent. Here nothing is mentioned, only rent is received. So this amount received is inclusive of the last year's outstanding rent. Because nothing is mentioned in the adjustment part regarding last year's rent outstanding. Whether it is received or not, nothing is mentioned, so it is implied that it is received during current year. Clear? Yes. How much it is? 400, right? Yes, 400. Add 4,400. Then, minus. So remember friends, this is the common mistake. I wrote here minus and I added. So same thing will happen to the students also. Make sure you will not do that in the exam. 3,600 it is, right? Yes. Then income from drama. Income from drama. It is a routine in nature, recurring in nature. So it is an income. Income from drama. How much it is? 6,000. 6,000. Last one is sale of newspapers. That is, sale of newspapers means sale of old newspapers, right? Sale of newspapers or old newspapers. How much? 400 rupees we got. We sold it as scrap. We are not doing the trading here, isn't it? Because it is a not for profit organization or non-trading concern. Yes. Now, see which side is greater. Find out the total. $29,600. 29,600. 29,600. Find out the difference. Credit side is greater, debit side is less. So expenses are less than the income, means there is surplus or excess of income over expenditure. Excess of income over expenditure or surplus to surplus. Or you can write to capital fund. Actually we should write like this only, but even in your book it is not written like this. To capital fund, surplus, balancing figure. Balancing figure, right? Yes. How much it is? 5,400 is the difference. See, your income and expenditure account is done. Now let us move on to the next part, that is balance sheet. Draw the columns. Balance sheet. As of or for the period ending. Period ending March 1st, 2018, right? Yes. 2018. Yes. Write the column headings: liabilities amount in rupees, assets amount in rupees. Quick, do it fast. Liabilities amount in rupees, assets amount in rupees. It's done. Now, let us start balance sheet. Let us take up asset side first, right? Cash in hand, from where we get, from where will we get? That is the closing balance of receipts and payments account. That is closing balance of cash, right? So cash in hand 6,000. Then investments, refer payment side, 10,000. We have purchased investments by paying 10,000, right? Then furniture, no change as it is. Furniture, how much? Again 10,000. Then there are buildings. Inner column there is depreciation, right? So 64,000 inner column minus depreciation 5,000, so 59,000. Then on the liability side, that's all. No, there is one more asset is there. Outstanding subscription of current year is an income and is an asset. Subscriptions. How much it is? 1,000, right? Yes. Let us move on to liability side. Furniture 12,000, it is not 10,000. See there properly. 12,000 it is, not 10,000. Yes. Yes, it is. And then moving on to liability side, bank loan. Bank loan. Inner column, how much? 20,000. You have to deduct loan repaid. Refer payment side. Loan repaid. How much? 8,000, right? So 12,000 is remaining bank loan. Balance bank loan is 12,000. Then outstanding interest. Outstanding interest. They didn't mention whether it is on bank loan or not. So show it separately. If it is given as interest on bank loan, then bank loan add interest less repaid. Like that you have to write clearly. Write it separately. Then outstanding salary. Outstanding salary. Outstanding salary how much? 400. Then subscriptions received in advance. Income received in advance is a liability. Subscription received in advance. Received in advance 2,800. Then capital fund. Capital fund. Under that, opening balance. Opening balance. How much? 61,000. 61,000. Add surplus. Refer income and expenditure account. 5,400 it is. Then capitalized receipts, that is entrance fees are to be capitalized, refer adjustment. Entrance fees, how much? 4,000 should be added to capital fund. They told us to capitalize it. So write the net amount 70,400. Total amount is 70,400. Check whether it agrees or not. The total should be 88,000. Yes, it is agreeing. It agrees. 88,000. This side also it agrees. That's all. Your problem is solved, friends. This is how you have to solve problem whenever 3 years amount separately are given, previous year, current year and next year. Now take down assignment. Solve the same problem as your assignment problem and submit. Okay, same problem. For watching this video, thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.